Good morning, Gam here. Unfortunate Spacemen version 1.6, the task update, with a new and improved duress, will be here soon. Not only the new map, but also some other large changes. I will start with the fact that this will have a lot more actual predictions than the 1.5 video. The 1.5 video mostly focused on what was confirmed, but with a new studio, Deep Field Games, and a new game, Abiotic Factor, there are a lot less confirmed things, so there's going to be more predictions. Starting it out with probably the most surprising thing of them all, Deep Field Games. Zag has a new studio. Along with the old team, there are some new members, or at least semi-new to the team. We have Chris Crossgal, the community manager, it's Jordan, a level designer, and Malice, a level designer. I don't think Malice is going to be working on Spacemen, however, they will be working on Game 2, Abiotic Factor. I have no idea what it's Jordan is going to be doing, however, it is a good assumption to make that, same as Malice, just Abiotic Factor. All of the crossover skins from the Age of New Blood will be staying in Unfortunate Spacemen. As well, there will be some other versions of some monster skins, like a Defense Xenomorph and Blood Machine skin. Those will be getting unlocked for everybody who owns the base skin. The announcement video that was posted on the official Deep Field Games YouTube channel will be linked in the description, as well as a link to the Deep Field Games Discord. I'm just going to place mine as well. Here we get into the meat of the video. Unfortunate Spacemen is releasing its 1.6 update sometime soon. The task update, which we know it as, will include many different tasks for workers of the company to partake in. Ghosts will also have much more things to do around the map. The main change in the 1.6 update is a change we have all been waiting for since the game has been released. The game speed will slow down to 35% for 1 second at the end of the game. Yes. This is that whole dramatic effect thing. It's like missing from the game or something. A historically significant asteroid of Roger, the former mining complex A7-PDLC, has nearly been depleted of all its valuables, save for one. You heard that right. A map is coming back. Asteroid A7-PDLC, known as Duress, holds a story older than the company itself. That is semi-quoted from the Unfortunate Spacemen Twitter, and Duress is the new map for 1.6. No maps will be taken out, and the new Duress should be a fresh map for everyone, including people who've already played the old Duress before. Duress brings trams. The new trams have already been data mined by everyone, so we have the full tram model, as well as 4 seconds into the trader trailer. Yep, just sitting right there in the middle of everything, and we all missed it. I bet many people listening to this have no idea what I'm talking about, so just skimming on over to trailer, hit play, and oh, wow, look, it's the tram, right there. Yeah, it's also on the achievement icon as well for going to every tram station in 1 round. Here's a 3D model. I haven't been able to get the texture on it as I have no idea how to use Blender. The door will attach here, and, slide open when it gets to the station. The trams have been rewritten from scratch, so they should work a lot better. Along with the Duress will also be some balance changes, mainly to the trader perks and kit. The brick device will have a shorter animation while hacking. I think it's down about a second. The main change that we know about, other than the brick, will be 2 man traps, as they are quite the overpowered pick with the soldier perk for Spaceman Trader. The changes to those will not only be dropping the amount that can be placed from 4 traps down to 2 traps, but they will also not be able to be placed down in the same spot anymore. Floating and stacked traps are no more. As well, there's a failsafe for throwing the trap down and it not deploying. After 6 seconds, if it has not deployed for any reason, it will destroy itself. Also be another change to the man trap soldier. When a spaceman is trapped, then they will get a 75% damage reduction to all bullet damage. This includes most guns, except I believe the one-shot rocket and the flamethrower. Monster claws, the nuke, all of that sort will be unchanged by this. If the traitor or the monster gets stuck in a man trap, the damage will be the same. This change will make camping man traps as traitor a lot less helpful, because those traps were designed to give the monster more opportunities to kill, and not for the traitor to camp and get kills themselves. Along with the man trap changes, there will also be one main change to the translocator. The main problem that people noticed when they were running Translocator was that it was not obvious when it was destroyed. A lot of times, even when I was playing, that the Translocator would get destroyed, but the trader just would not notice, so they go to teleport back to it and they just place one. I do not know if there will be a change to it destroying itself when teleported to if there's not room to teleport, so checking your Translocator spot will still be an important part of using it. The deploy failsafe of 6 seconds is also getting applied to the Translocator, as it is throwable by the trader. Don't know if there are any changes to other perks. Getting into real prediction territory here, I believe that Red Alert will stay as is. However, Flasher and Haywire, I believe, will both be getting buffs. I'm not totally sure what those buffs would even be. If you have any ideas of what they could be, I'd love to hear them. Just put them in the comments or in my Discord server, link will be in the description. There are also some general trader changes. The main one being that unsealing samples will not lock it in place until it is sealed again. Sealed samples will teleport back to their original spawn location after 2 minutes, just like sealed samples. This is a bug fix, however I decided to put it with the trader changes as well, and you will still hear it again with the list of known bug fixes. The shooting range will also be getting some changes and fixes. I don't really know, but I assume it is something along the lines of better for actually testing things. Like, I believe you'll be able to play as the trader and also evolve as the monster. The evolution track should work in it. If you've been playing on many dedicated servers, you will notice that camera is banned in most of them. And if you are playing on a non-dedicated server, people will be complaining when it is voted for. That is not because the map is bad. It is a very good map, I love it. However, the reason is the current optimization, at least in 1.5 when this video is made, it's, well, bad. I don't notice this though. I've heard a lot of people complain about it, however, I do get fine frames on it all the time. However, this will be getting fixed in 1.6, there'll be some better optimization. So, you should get more camera gameplay in 1.6. However, you do not call this update the task update for nothing. There are going to be a whole bunch of new tasks, some we do know about, some that we don't really know about, however I will still be talking about them here. First task is cleaning out the lockers. We don't have much information on this one, however I assume it will be about a 2-second animation and not that many lockers to clean out. The next task we have is eating all the leftovers, which will play exactly like it sounds. Delicious. There is also the task to protect company data. This will involve shooting out the data in order to protect it. It is unknown if interacting with it will also work to destroy it, however I would assume that it does. Next we have to deliver the mail. You'll pick up some mail and you will deliver the mail. Simple. Those are the tasks that I am basically positive that will be getting into the game. However, there are some tasks that I'm not totally sure if will be getting for inclusion into the game, however I thought I'd talk about them anyway. The first of those is going to be Conference. However, this was spotted in one of the tweets that Zag had sent out in the QA test map. I'm not totally sure what it is. There's been thoughts that it could be an early name for the tribunal, however I don't think so. If it's not a task, cool. If it is a task, wow, I have no idea what it could be. If you want to put in the comments or in my Discord what that could be, if it was a task, feel free. The only real thing I can think about right now is if there were a 2-player task. We have not seen any of those before, and with the last man standing shuttle, could be possible that a task must be completed by multiple people at the same time. We also have shutting down computers. Which, probably involves shutting them down. I assume that ghosts would be able to do this task as well, because it seems like such a simple task, and all of the computers that we love to shoot, the monitors, you shoot them, the ghosts can also destroy them, they might be replacing those and you have to either shoot them or turn them off. Next we have clearing vent debris. I do not believe that the vent will be locked until these are completed, however it may help the monster when these are not completed. I'm not totally sure on this one, not even sure how it would work. Even next, so we have water the plants, because gulp gulp, plants need water. There is another kind of confusing one next, that one being scan the station. This one could be where you have to scan the map for faults and then you have to go fix them. This doesn't make the most sense as you are already trying to abandon the area because it is a confirmed emergency and there is another shapeshifter loose, so I'm not really sure how well this would actually fit into the lore of the game. The last task we have is Sacrifice. Along with the new tasks, there might also be a rework for clearing the landing pad of debris. I believe that you will have to carry the debris to a trash compactor and then shove them in there. Watch out, as getting shoved inside there yourself will not end well for you. However, the trash compactor might also be its own task called Empty the Trash, where you have to empty out the trash. That is the end of the possible task updates, additions, and changes. There's also going to be a really nice monster change. In 1.5.0, evolutions took 5 seconds and every evolve had an animation. In 1.5.1, that was changed so that transforming for the very first time did not have a special animation. However, in 1.6, the evolving animation, which will be for stage 2 and 3, will only be 4 seconds instead of 5. If that is going to be a new animation altogether, or if it is going to be the old animation sped up a bit, I do not know. The incinerator might also be joining Unfortunate Spacemen. This item will be used to get rid of any items and weapons that the monster or trader doesn't want to be in the game, whether that be a power weapon or a keycode. The monster might also lose the ability to eat keycodes in this update, as it was added because there was not another way to remove them from the game, and the incinerator will be taking that spot. There's also going to be a Core Magnum skin as well as some other skins, which you probably have to buy because, you know, developers need money to keep making games. There's also some other general changes and bug fixes. I don't really have much to say about them, so I will just be listing them. Overhead health bars on characters sometimes won't display when viewing them through other cameras if the spectator ghost is out of range. That has been fixed. Door info panels will sometimes not display when using other types of cameras. That has also been fixed. Reduced distance where door panels will draw. That is for quality and making the game run smoother. The message of the day no longer covers settings. That has been fixed. It used to cover all of the menus. The trader will no longer get punished for not visiting the tribunal. The trader will also start getting credit for their murders in the end round screen. Late joining spacemen will not be punished for skipping the tribunal if they join within 2 minutes of the end of it. Characters should no longer move or auto attack if the rescued shuttle door is broken. The game speed will be slowed down for 1 second at the end of a round for drama. The trader deployables will have a failsafe if something causes them to bug out. The last man standing shuttle will now still trigger if the second to last spaceman leaves or is kicked or something of that sort. Zag is still suspicious. Quicker failsafe for burrow fails. Currently, sometimes when you burrow and move sporadically, the burrow will fail. You will get a black screen but not be burrowed. If your parasite time bomb timer runs out while you are in the tribunal, you will die now. Broken security cameras will not get alarmed forever from red alert. Nocturnal is going to be fixed. Using a camera will no longer have a 3D model show above your head. Custom game settings will no longer get applied to the tutorial anymore. It is unknown if the tutorial will be getting an overhaul, or however I assume it will be getting a very small one. A sealed sample will still reset after being unsealed by a trader. The flare gun is back. This section, one that I heavily debated removing with some other sections, is here to just inform people of some lesser known / random facts about the game. It's mostly a fun fact section. However, it will also be used to share some messages from Zag I feel like the whole community should read or hear. The first fun fact about Deep Space Scream is that the working title was Unfortunate Spacemen. No, it's the other way around. This one I know because I really like to look at earlier stages of games. However, this one still stands to this day. The working title for Unfortunate Spacemen was Deep Space Scream. If you look through the game files, you can see that the maps are called things like DSS Gamma 2, DSS Echo, DSS Duress, or 1.6, and stuff like that. Another way to check is if you go to the dedicated server guide that Zag made, it will list all of the map names, and they have DSS in front of them. Something else I'm sure all the sane people here would enjoy, so not me, is that there will never be any QuickTime events in Spacemen. It was thought about perhaps making facehuggers into a QuickTime event, however it will stay out of Spacemen, and I think it will stay out of Abiotic Factor, which I do actually really enjoy. I don't really like any QuickTime events in games. They ruin the pace of the game. Another thing that Zag has said is that according to him, if time was wound back to when making Spacemen for the first time, he'd lower the max players to 12, as he feels the game is more balanced with a smaller number. The maximum player count used to be 32, then was moved down to 16, where it has stayed for many years. This now gives everyone an excuse to lower their dedicated server max to 12. However, as all of us know, that's not going to happen. It's staying at 16, as the chaos in this game is super fun. The premise of Spacemen is that you can decide in the game what is socially accepted or not in rooting out the monster. The monster, likewise, can decide who they need to use or consume to reach the end goal. If you're playing with someone who is killing you as monster when you're the traitor, we're not going to say, ban that person for playing the game this way, it's not very nice, and the lobby can decide if they like that. For an example, vote kick is always an option. It's not different really than a spaceman pulling out a grenade and blowing up everyone in the room. The traitor is fodder. They are there, both gameplay and lore-wise, made to be a vessel for the monster's success. If the monster decides they don't like them, well, that's just bad luck for the traitor that round. We're not going to program that out of the game or something, it's an entire social aspect of the game, and every time we've removed social aspects like that, the game drifts away from what makes the game fun and unpredictable in the first place. If someone in a specific game lobby is giving you a hard time or ruining the fun, you can try to have them kicked from the match, vote kick, and see if the group agrees. We give you the tools for this, but no, we're absolutely not patching out or moderating. The monster killed me unjustly. That's just friendly fire, and when you assume the role of traitor, you have to realize your life is in the monster's hand. It's a risk you take by teaming up with the bad guy. This is grounded deep in the gameplay and in the setting, the lore if you will, and by compromising on that we would be compromising on the entire essence of traitor. Those 3 messages from Zag are a lot. This one bloody screenshot took me the longest to record the voiceover for. However, in summary, the monster can do what they want. If the traitor wants to survive and the monster wants the traitor dead, then it is up to the traitor to get out of the way of the monster. Also, you can't really complain when the monster kills the traitor by accident, or even on purpose, as it is a part of the game. I even kill the traitor when I am the monster myself. Usually I do wait until it's the last spaceman or second to last spaceman left, as I want to become a security bot in the shuttle. However, I do my best to let my traitor be disruptive in whatever way they want during the game. The team behind Unfortunate Spacemen, Deep Field Games, is working on Game 2, no longer called that, the official name is Abiotic Factor. A sciencey third-person co-op game actually has another team member. Malice is joining the Deep Field Games team to work on Abiotic Factor. There is no release date known as the game is still into the pre-alpha phase, however it looks cool from what we've seen, and according to the website it should be released in 2022, this year. There has been one little screen with the footage that we have revealed along with the title during the Deep Field Games announcement. In the one small area we do know about, it seems to be set in a jail of some sort. The main character, which currently has no face and is wearing a white lab coat and tie, is holding some form of a weapon. For all we know, it could be a melee-only game, however there will probably be some form of ranged weapon. The plot is unknown, if the player is a part of the testing company or if the player is some random person brought in to do the test. We can assume that it is some form of test, especially because the surveying window above the play space and Zag has been teasing some science for a long time now. There might be a connection between the Abiotic Factor universe and the Unfortunate Spacemen universe, however it is unknown if that is for sure or not. We do know for sure that it is a multiplayer co-op game, as Deep Field Games seems to be stepping away from PvP games for the time being. I would like to reflect on the last year or so for a second. On November 8th, 2020, I downloaded and played Unfortunate Spacemen for the first time. Since then, I have loved the game non-stop. I have taken some breaks when playing other games, however, for the most part, it's just been Spacemen. I want to thank everybody who has participated in the community or worked on the game, Spacemen or Abiotic Factor. New Blood and their QA team, Sandsweb Studios, Deep Field Games, and any others, including any alpha and beta testers who gave this game a shot before it was released. Without this game, I don't think that I would still be making content to this day. Now with the emotional and sad paragraph out of the way, I am now a Twitch affiliate! You can get some emotes if you subscribe, and there's also a special role in my Discord. Both of these links will be in the description along with any Deep Field links. Thank you for watching. And just remember,
the universe doesn't care about your feelings, but the company does.